So I just got done with my session with Felix. It went really well. I think I tried about 7 new foods. Obviously it wasn't like sit down, try it kind of deal. The session starts with him kind of getting to know where my issues started, what exactly is the fear that I have around food, and kind of diving into that, as well as just, I guess, being easy on myself, realizing that these triggers that I have are all protective mechanisms that I learned at a young age because I didn't know any better. And now we got to break those, thank them for what they did, but realize we have new tools that we can use now to unlock this freedom of eating. So then after we did the conversation part, I went into the hypnosis session, which was probably 15 to 10 minutes. It wasn't that long. You don't feel weird, which I guess a lot of people are like, oh, hypnosis, I'm scared. I don't know. He lets you decide whether you want to keep your eyes open or closed. For the most part, you're still present. I like to explain it as you're going through brain fog almost. And then when the hypnosis session is over, that's when you have a little conversation and it's time to try the food. And the weird thing is you do. You end up trying the food. So these are all the foods that I tried. So we got a kale smoothie, a spinach salad, some hummus, apple cinnamon oatmeal, baby carrots, some tomato sauce, tomato soup, a sandwich with green peppers and lettuce. Those were the new ingredients. There's also meat in there, and then cucumbers and ranch. You start with the one that seems less scary. So for me, that was a tomato soup, and honestly, I did like that. And then the one that was the scariest for me, I think, was the sandwich, which honestly, I still don't know how to feel about it. The vinegar really helps mask everything because the sandwich, this one had roast beef, ham and turkey, all things that I normally eat, cheese I normally eat, but the new ingredients were lettuce and green peppers, which I don't normally eat. And it was like I said, I still haven't made up my mind about it. I don't know if I liked it or not, but it's definitely something I could try again. I had a kale smoothie, which I did like, and it did taste a bit more earthy than my normal fruit smoothies, but I think that's to be expected. But it was still pleasant enough to where I think I could have it after a workout and eventually work on making the smoothie even healthier, but at least we know we can try kale. The oatmeal was really good, surprisingly. I think it's because I probably chose one of the more sugary ones. It was an apple cinnamon oatmeal, so it literally just tasted like crumbs of apple pie, which ended up being really good. So that was a win in my book. The carrots were interesting. They were kind of bland, but when I added ranch, it got better. I don't know that it's really something I'm going to be snacking on now, but at least I can try it and I'm not scared to try it again. I tried it with the hummus. I did not like the hummus. The texture wasn't great, the flavor wasn't great. I don't know, I'm not a hummus person. And the cucumber tasted completely unexpected. I guess I expected it to have much more distinct taste, but to me it kind of tasted like a cousin of a melon. It wasn't that bad. I don't know, I think it just looks a lot scarier than what cucumber actually is. It was much more of a brighter flavor, I guess, if that's even how you can describe food, than I was expecting. And I did think I kind of liked it. Definitely one of those that you have to keep trying until you fully do. So it's weird because at this point, a lot of the fear is not there anymore. You feel very relaxed, so you can actually try the food, and that whole anxiety hurdle you've now overcome. Then I had a spinach and strawberry salad with almonds and some strawberry dressing. I've always really struggled with lettuce and things of that nature. So I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it. It wasn't revolting in the ways that it has been in the past. I think it overwhelmingly tasted like strawberries to me. The spinach didn't taste like much, which was surprising. I expected a much more distinct flavor. I think I used to have a lot of problems with textures, and while this one was still crunchy, it wasn't disturbingly crunchy where I don't want to eat it again. But I'm pretty proud of myself for actually trying all those foods, because they are not foods I would have touched before. Yesterday when we were grocery shopping, I was already getting very queasy and just very anxious about this whole experience because those foods did not look appetizing and I didn't even want to taste them. But after the session, I don't know, that wasn't a thought in my mind anymore. So I'm really excited about that. And now I just have to keep trying. So I'm about to go to Panera to have some more of that tomato soup.